Guys, welcome to MyGuy Reviews review of Ghostbusters, the 2016 reboot. This is directed by Paul Feig, who made Spy last year, Bridesmaids.
Great films.
Exactly, great comedies, starring Melissa McCarthy previously, and Kristen Wiig as well, the writer of Bridesmaids. We've also got Katie McKinnon, I think her name is, and Leslie Jones, who both been on Saturday Night Live, huge comedians in America, very funny people. And of course, you got Kristen Wiig, who's a writer, star, and Melissa McCarthy. So you got great star cast, and of course you got God himself, Thor, Chris Hemsworth as the receptionist. It's really funny. So let's get straight into this, right? So Ghostbusters reboot,
2016.
2016.
Okay.
Should we start by saying, was it necessary, or should we just get straight into the plot and then come back to it?
I was thinking we could talk about the responses so far straight away, really.
Yeah. So this film, before it got released, the first trailer came out. It was the most hated trailer in cinematic history, should we say, including TV shows, films, anything. It got the most hate. Just the trailer, not the film. Just a trailer. People, calm down. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. What did you think of that?
Well,
let's just talk about the trailer first.
I did see the trailer, and I was a bit disappointed, but I didn't think it deserved that much hate. Right? There was so much hate for it, right? But then there was a fan trailer which I watched after that, and obviously they took the same thing, cut it down to about a minute, and the way they cut it was much better. But it's a trailer. It's supposed to get you excited about the film, and I know there's a lot to kind of accommodate for people who love the old film, growing up. Seeing the original.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And so, there's a lot of bad blood for it. So there's still a lot of hate for this film, and the film's only just been released in the States. It's been out in the UK for about a week or so, and there's still a lot of hate for it. And,
yeah, you were saying not very nice, which is amazing.
It's been a real mixed bag. You've got a lot of people.
It's been a bit Marmite, isn't it? It seems to be split down the middle, but the people that don't like it seem to be very angry.
They do. But before people start hating this film, remember we've had a Ghostbusters 2. That was awful. So I
loved Ghostbusters 2.
This is much better than Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, the Statue of Liberty coming to life was amazing back in the day, but this is better than that.
I don't know if I say it's better or not, but it definitely fares well in the series. I think it's not, well, getting ahead of ourselves, it's not really a remake or reboot. It's just like a third outing into the Ghostbusters world that's obviously coming back
the
to
universe,
the original.
Yeah. Say. I loved it. Should we get straight into the plot? Let's talk about
it.
Right, so we've got these PhD majors played by Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig. They've all got physics degrees, I think it is, in the film. They all get laid off at similar times, and then starts our film. Do you want to take it from there? Columbia University.
Well, obviously we've got a lot of the plot from the original.
Yes.
In terms of science, but what you'll find in this film, if you go and see it, is that they do everything completely differently. So, there's obviously going to be ghosts. There's going to be Ghostbusters. They're going to come into business.
They're going to bust those ghosts.
Yeah, they're going to bust those ghosts.
Title suggests.
But the way they sort of get to that is going to be completely different. I mean, you can tell that. Personally, I could tell that from the trailer. When I first saw there were 4 women instead, I thought, okay, that's a nice twist. But actually, when you suddenly realise they're going to do something different and a lot more fun. They're
more fun. Yeah.
They're just going to not take themselves too seriously and just go and do it and just have a lot of fun. And that's basically what the plot is. It's a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. If we're talking spoilers when it comes to the plot, then we have got, like in the first one, you've got
if there's a paranormal problem,
produces this, and he's one of the few sort of downsides for me. The rest of the film is great, but he's a little bit Scooby-Doo. He's a bit he's a little bit cheesy, and also the only other negative as well, going straight on to the negatives because I just want to talk about the positives, so let's get them out of the way. The other negative was occasionally they try to follow they have to follow a little bit of the original plot, and those bits are occasionally a little bit annoying and not right, but then they soon pick it up and twist it around and make it all different and just have a real laugh with it. Absolutely funny as rainbows. It's just awesome. So
yeah, I think very early on, when they're in the subway and they've got the proton packs for the first time and they're going to trial it out, and Kristen Wiig gets given the new proton pack by Kate, and this is when they're in the subway, and that's just so funny. The whole cinema is just laughing. It's just such a funny film, such a fun movie, which is what
If there's a paranormal problem,
the third one, or a whole new star cast for males, whatever it be, it's really, really funny. It's really good. Well done by the director.
Yeah,
and great
Of course, you got the cameos as well, which is great fun. Bill Murray turns up.
Yes.
Dan Aykroyd. Janine, whatever actress name is, Annie Potts. And if you stay through right to the end, you'll see one more character. Maybe I'll just leave that one for you.
Yeah, we'll talk about the post-credit sequence at the end. Yeah, it's great that they pumped a ton of money into this film. The visuals are amazing, and they've really kind of got behind Paul Feig and the rest of the crew and just said, you know what, let's do something different. We see a lot of reboots. We've seen stuff like Terminator last year. We've seen a ton of movies where they go back and they try and change something. Some are done well, like Star Trek. Sorry. Some are done some are done kind of a bit not as well, like in Genesis. So I think this comes in between, and this is really, really good. A strong reboot and a necessary reboot. Because Bill Murray never wanted to make a third, then let's get someone else to do it. People who want to do it. Let's get a whole new crew in, and this is what they've done. They've got a new crew, and it's really good. And I really like Chris Hemsworth in this film. Again, he's so funny. He is really, really good. He's a great receptionist. I'd love for him to work in my office. I'd have so much fun with him.
He's the perfect dumb hunk.
He is. Isn't he just?
Complete idiot, and it's hilarious. He never takes himself too seriously either.
No.
It's not the first time he's done a sort of random hunk role. And really done well.
And so the film's come out this weekend in the States. It's been out for a while, and there's a lot of people who kind of slated the movie, I believe, before it's even come out. So we're kind of like trying to give it a positive spin, because it is a good film. We'd say, go out as such. We'd also want to kind of almost kind of say to people, you've seen the original, they were great back in the day. Now, if there's no sequels, there's no more potential for any future films, why not let someone else do it? And that's what they've done. And I really enjoyed it. Yes, the story is a bit simple. It's similar to the original. You have the big unleash of ghosts at the end, similar to the second one and the bits of the first one. But
it's just done so fun and differently.
Exactly. It's fun.
Cameos from everyone.
Loads of cameos. Obviously, Egon passed away years ago, so he can't be in this film. But pretty much everyone's there from the originals. And let's go straight to the post-credit scene. So anyone who sat through and watched all those credits got a glimpse and a nugget, and an absolute gold nugget of what is potentially could be Ghostbusters 2 in this world, and it ties in with the original as well, which was really, really good. So I guess if you want to talk about what you saw and what you thought straight away, did you get it? Because a lot of people around me were like, what?
Well, the end bit.
God, yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing.
I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a sequel. I think it's a very good reference.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was full of references. I'm not sure that it's actually a sequel. It's just another funny reference because it's at the end. That's the sort of thing you say at the end.
And a throwaway thing, yeah.
A bit of fun. The first thing I saw was I thought, oh yeah, that's Ghostbusters 2. That's great. Then I remembered a bit later, actually, that was from the original Ghostbusters 1. So they're talking about mixing. It's like they haven't even started on Ghostbusters 1 yet. They've got a whole lot of thing to do. So yeah, it's interesting. I came out of this film just absolutely happy. Just absolutely, I could not think of how anyone watching this film could possibly come out unhappy with it. And I think perhaps it's just because I don't like reboots and I don't like remakes.
Generally, yes.
In general, so
Sequels, not a fan.
So anyone that wants a serious reboot or a very serious remake,
If there's a paranormal problem,
Especially you!
different, and that's what you get. So if you like the recent sort of spate of sort of chick flick or girl sort of comedies, female focused comedies, then you're going to love this, because I certainly love those sort of films, and it's got that sort of out there humour. They managed to inject a lot of joy into it. There's so much love for this film gone into it, and the light shows are just exactly what you had in the original. It was the first time they had that sort of technology to sort of bring ghosts to life and just have some really great stuff on screen, and they really overdid it in that sort of just glorious, unnecessary big effects, like not necessarily expensive looking, but just really fun and enjoyable. So yeah, if you have any joy in your body, you'll enjoy it. Just go and enjoy it.
I think in a world where there's so many films that are, or potential franchises or movies that have been made previously and are coming to the stage where we're prequel, sequel in them, rebooting them. Yeah. This one actually is one of the much better ones. Like Star Trek is great as well. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, this is worth doing. Yeah, and
it was well worthwhile. You can still hold the original Ghostbusters there. You can still have Ghostbusters 3. Maybe Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd get their acts together. They can make Ghostbusters 3, and they could all sit in the same Ghostbusters universe.
I would call this
in different
one
cities, and we could have an all-male cast in another country.
Possibly.
And then they could all come together to fight. I don't know, Lucifer.
Right.
So we can have like spin-off.
Ghostbusters Assemble.
And then they all come together in the ultimate Ghostbusters movie. It's all possible.
It is possible, but I would call this one Ghostbusters 3. It's that simple. I would not call it a reboot. I would not call it a remake. I would say it sits nicely as a third film that's just... It sits there in line with the other two, and it's just superb.
Now, I watched Ghostbusters 3 today. I watched this Ghostbusters called Ghostbusters. No, it's called Freddy Ghostbusters.
Okay.
If there's a paranormal problem,
Especially you!
It's just got a lot of great one-liners, visual special effects on all that, but it's a fan-made film. I class it as Ghostbusters 3.
That's pretty much the same as Ghostbusters 2016. It's a fan-made.
It is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's only 30 minutes. If anyone's not seen it, go out and get your hands on it. It was made about 10 years ago or 9 years ago, but yeah, well worth it. Half an hour. It's a fun film.
That's how you got to do these sequels. You can't live up to the original because the original was so special in our hearts. You can't do that. You have to just go and have fun with it.
I think growing up watching it in the 80s, it was amazing. Then as kids, when we were younger, we saw the TV shows. So we saw Ghostbusters cartoons,
the real Ghostbusters.
There was comic books. There was all sorts of... So this whole mythology was built. But anyone who's seen like the Young Ghostbusters or Extreme Ghostbusters, they evolved and characters moved on. They get older. Obviously, you replace them with others. Even in cartoons, they do it. So why can't it exist in cinematic world? And I think they've done a great job. Brand new star cast, and all four ladies are really funny, even in their day-to-day jobs. So great casting, and they gel really well.
Yeah,
the four of them gel really well. So
Kate McKinnon,
there isn't...
she's hilarious. I love her. She's probably my favourite character. Completely.
Who's that?
Kate McKinnon playing Jillian.
Yes, yeah, Jillian. She does a great Justin Bieber. If anybody watches Saturday Night Live, she does amazing Hillary Clinton as well. Ellen DeGeneres as well. So yeah, she's really funny. She's been on Saturday Night for a long time.
Like the
Patty Tolan as well. Leslie Jones. She's been on there as well. And again, another great funny lady.
They haven't had big roles before though, which is interesting. In films, so this is their first sort of big roles.
First breakout roles, as in lead.
It's great to see.
Lead roles for the lot of them. Except obviously Kristen Wiig. She's starred in her own film, so has Melissa McCarthy, and so has Hemsworth. But yeah, generally, the ladies have kind of taken a backstage, the other two. But then they've got their day-to-day Saturday night show. So how much time can they give to a full film?
I suppose so. So this must have really meant something to them for them to do that.
Yeah, coming together and kind of having fun, and it really shows in this film. And there isn't a reason why you should go in there with preconceptions. Go in with a new, fresh mind, and you love it. Absolutely love it. For kids of this generation who've never seen a Ghostbusters film, this is perfect film for them.
It still had little bits of scariness, like the original, but yeah, good for
As it
kids.
should,
I personally wouldn't take like 5-year-olds or less, because really it is a 12A, and there are a couple of bits that are a little bit scary. That it is dealing with ghosts.
If there's a paranormal problem,
Special you!
It's that great library sequence as well, which is really, really great, and it's scary as well. And that was a PG. This is a 12A, so times have changed. They're
pretty much the same
down
thing these days, PG-12A, except they let you see a lot more. You can still take your kids in to see if you want. Just sort of push the age up. We don't need to go into that again.
No more.
Okay.
So we love the film. We thought it was really funny.
Do you want to rate
the
it?
plot is as we'd expect it from start to finish. Big
out of 10?
Ghost sequences at the end, and then obviously we've got a lovely nice little shout out to the previous Ghostbusters installments as well. So out of 10, I loved it. I love Paul Feig as well as a director. I love Melissa McCarthy. Kristen Wiig's really good, and the other two girls from Saturday Night Live, they were great. Chris Hemsworth obviously was really, really funny as well. So I give this a 9 out of 10. This is absolutely a really great which people should be watching and talking about for all the right reasons for years to come.
Well, I'm giving it a clear 10 out of 10.
A masterpiece.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if masterpiece is the right word. I don't want to give people the wrong idea, but it is pure fun. I can't, there's any small flaws in it, you can easily forget about it. It's just so good. 10 out of 10 for sure.
Brilliant. Yeah, tell us what you thought. Hit us up with your comments on the bottom. Like the video. If
Please
you
no hate to each
desperately
other.
did not like this film, we'd love for you to come onto the channel. We'd have a light discussion about the film, because we do not think it was a hate film. So we loved it. And yeah, tell us what you thought. Hit the big S button, subscribe for more videos.
Yep, we've been MyGuy Reviews.